Hi everyone, this is Mark. I just want to let you guys know a little bit more about me. Maybe I made a video about this already, I can't remember, but anyway, I can't find it if there is. Anyway, I was hit by a car in 2002 and I've been retired since. Well, not retired, just, disabled since, the age of 27. So basically, yeah, I am retired because I can't work. And anyway, um, I was injured really bad. I spent 52 days in the hospital and 64 days in total. 64 days in because you have a group home that you go to after the hospital if you don't have, the right criteria to meet their standards, like a wheelchair ramp and all this good stuff to go home with. And nobody had built me one or anything like that. So yeah, I ended up going to a group home for another 3 months. So yeah, I had to go to school all over again in the hospital. I mean, literally, because if I didn't score that I could take care of myself, in certain areas like my checking and you know, shopping and how to balance a checkbook and all that stuff. Yeah, I had to go through all that again. Well, if I couldn't, pass all that, then that was another reason for them to not let me go. I had to stay in there until I got all that, perfectionized. Anyway, in the group home, the reason why I ended up there is because, again, there was no wheelchair ramp, so I had needed a place handicap accessible. And I got rods, screws in my legs and in my arm. And my arm has been bothering me just recently, like the past 8 months, and it really, really hurts. I got rods in there and screws too. And I can show you guys something real quick. And it's really, really turning purple. I mean, it's bad. And it hurts. I can move my arm, no problem, but there you go. I don't know if you can see it or not, but oh, right there. I'm sorry, I had the phone all the way the other way, but if you can see that, that's what it's been doing. It's been leaking stuff out of it. And hold on. You see all these stitches on my arm, my whole arm. Look at that. And I tell you, I got glass still in my forearm. My leg is just as bad. My left leg, my whole left side of my body was completely like annihilated. My arm was unhooked when I was hit. I was in a coma for 42 days. So, yeah, I was pretty much. Hey. Anyway, I would appreciate if people would like and subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more stuff. Even being hit by a car wasn't enough to me. There's a lot more stuff that's happened before I was hit by a car. But I'm sober now for 3 years. I was an alcoholic. I was into the drugs a little bit too back in my 20s, just before my accident. I think God was trying to tell me something to slow down, but I wish He would have told me in a different way, brought it up to me. Apparently, God has plans for me, but I'm 51 years old and still waiting what those plans are. But eventually they'll probably come through and hopefully it's something good. But I guess I never know. Now I'm 51 years old. I don't know if I said that already. I probably did. My mind is not always, clear-headed. I can't think straight. It's hard for me to do videos on here because it's just my mind going in different directions. It can be very, very tough on me. But anyway, I need to add a little bit more, you know, content to my stuff. Like I've been telling everybody else, there's been a lot of things happening in this house since I was, you know, separated from my ex, and it's been countless stuff going on. I just now started recording, you know, because I figuring out this phone. Yeah, it's easy to make a video, but to tell the viewers of mine what it's actually about is even more difficult for me. So I'm gonna probably have to do them in maybe shorts. Maybe more people will watch it because it seems like the longer you make the video, less people click on it, and they don't even, you know. And then I'm answering questions to people that, you know, saying, "Well, what's going on here?" You know, you gotta at least like and subscribe, and that way you can be able to go through all my stuff if you're that interested. And I got a lot of it. People asking me questions, and that's all they got to do. And anyway, well, peace out on this one for, what is it? Almost 7 minutes long. I think it's short enough for people to watch, maybe. But you all have a great day.